Hi everyone, I'm Surabhi. Welcome to my channel. Today is the next video in the series of reviewing the books which we have in our library and my suggestions that do you want them in your library. I'll show you the sneak peek of the books and read a part of them to you, and maybe you love them too. So today I'm going to review the 3 books from Julia Donaldson which I have in my library. The first one, The Room in the Broom, The Gruffalo, and third one, Monkey Puzzle. So I'll start with the first one, that's A Room on the Broom. So this book we got when my girls were near about one year old, and this was the first introduction of witches, broomsticks, dragons, magic spells to them. This is that first book, but it is such a sweet book that like Harry Potter now they read, which has all magic and all the scary things, but this is where they fell in love with magic. And it cannot be anything beautiful than this to introduce magic or all this mysterious mythological world to them. Okay, so I'll read the books to you, one page, and show you what kind of rhyming it is, because Julia Donaldson books are known for rhyming, and because it's rhyming, it is loved by kids as young as 1 year old, because those kids do not go for the moral meaning of the books. They go for rhyming, music, and those kind of things. So that's why these books suit very much for the little toddlers. And because I have a library, so my kids are turning 6 and 7, so you can still keep it in there. But I have stopped buying Julia Donaldson now, because I think in 1 or 2 years they will outgrow. But if you have little toddlers, it's time to buy it. Till the age of 5 you can buy. That's my personal recommendation. So starting with the first one, The Witch Had a Cat. I'm going to read this one so you can see how beautiful it has been made. The witch had a cat and a very tall hat and a long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly and blew off the hat. So all rhyming, nothing major. This book has more of pictures and less of birds. So the toddlers get really attracted because they don't need to read. They just look at the pictures. It has all the beautiful, they have all the animals like dogs and frogs and cats. I mean, whatever you want to teach the little ones, owls. And then in the end, the first magic spell which my girls learned, I'll read that one. That's a favorite part of ours. They threw them all in and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zum! And then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a shower for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on, and the witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. So, I mean, I don't have words to tell you how much we love it. It's very, very pictorial, very cute pictorial, though they're all magic kind of words, and literally loved by kids still at this age. Get it. Simply get it. Second one which I have is The Gruffalo. So Gruffalo is again a very famous book. It has Gruffalo's Child. It has series. I like this one more. I don't like the Gruffalo's Child much. This book has 2 or 3 things, underlying meanings. One which we teach from this book is that even if you're scared, if you're in a trouble position, use your mind. You have to be clever. That is the first lesson of this book. Second, this book talks about the habitats of all the animals, and in a very underlying way. I'll read it to you and show you. And third thing is, it tries to scare you. This is, if the Gruffalo was the first monster which my girls got introduced to, and but this is not that scary kind of monster. They had tried to make it scary, but it's not that scary. So even suitable for like toddlers who whom you don't want to scare of monsters, but still it's all mystical world out there. So that's what we love about this book. And because these are so much famous books, you have so many DIY activities which you can get on the internet. Even I remember making magic wands with my kids, getting some recyclables and make a uneven kind of monster with them, putting a dupatta on their head and making a cape, taking a broomstick from home and sitting on it like front, back, and flying across the house. So because of these famous books, you can make so many activities with them. So again, I'm going to read this one and show you the inside. So again, more of a pictorial kind of books, less of words. So words are very tiny, not expected to be read by small kids. So, but pictures are really, really lively. A mouse took a stroll through the deep dark wood. A fox saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, Fox, but no. I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What is a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why? Didn't you know? If you see, they're trying to show how scary that one is. You know, imagination of a child that of like what kind of monsters are. He has terrible tusk and a terrible claws and a terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Where are you meeting him? Here by the rocks, and his favorite food is roasted fox. Roasted fox, I'm off, Fox said. Goodbye, little mouse, and away he sped. Silly old fox, doesn't he know there is no such thing as a Gruffalo? So means the mouse is trying to fool all the animals, telling them about a scary Gruffalo, imaginative monster in the mind of mouse. And then he meets all the animals. He meets owl, and owl tells that, come to the treetop. That's a house of owl. And again, then he meets a snake, and he lives in the log pile house. So where does the snake live? In the log pile house. But finally he sees actually a Gruffalo. But does he get scared of the Gruffalo? No, he uses his mind. He uses an idea, and he plays a trick, and he scares actually the Gruffalo away from there, and he actually ends up scaring the Gruffalo. So again, a lot of activities, a lot of fun, a lot of rhyming. We love it. And the third one we have is Monkey Puzzle. So far, the favorite book of my little one, who is like too much mommy attached kind of thing. It is again introduction to all the animals. Its pictures are too lively. This is a bigger book. We did not get the board book because this I got when my girls were near about 3 years old. So that time they stopped biting the books. So earlier two ones about board books because they were near about when the kids were 1 year old, and this was later. So that's why I got a big picture book, and because of the bigger size, the pictures are much more lively. But it is soft. It's paperback. So again, it is about a story that a monkey loses his mama, and he's going to search for it. And there's a butterfly who helps. Again, what is the underlying thing? It talks about the life cycle of the butterfly, that the baby of butterfly are caterpillar. The babies do not look like mama all the time. And then it introduces all the animals: spiders, elephants, snakes, birds, parrots. So look at the pictures. They're so colorful and so lively. So that's a baby monkey who has lost his mama, and now the butterfly will help. I have lost my mom. So if you look at the pictures, there's all the wild animals. You talk about chameleons, you talk about caterpillars, you talk about beetles, everything. So when kids are like really in this age where they love animals and everything, it's just beautiful to see. So it says, I have lost my mom. Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you to find her, said Butterfly. Let's have a think. How big is she? She's big. Bigger than me, said the monkey. Bigger than you? Then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey, come, come, come. So then the butterfly takes her to the elephant. But then he says, no, that's so huge. It's not my mama. My mama has a tail, and that is around the trees. So then takes them to the big snake. And says, no, that's not my mama. My mama has legs also. Not like snake does not have legs, but my mama has legs. So then she takes him to spider. No, spider has 8 legs. My mama doesn't have 8 legs. I have only 2 legs. Okay, and then she goes up on the tree, not like she makes a web or something. Oh, then she takes him to the big beautiful bird. He said, no, my mama doesn't have wings. And then, oh, okay, then they take her down to the frog. Because if you don't live in the air, you'll live somewhere on the ground. And then frog, then takes to the bat, then again the elephant. Then she tells that, don't you know my mama would look like me and you're taking me to so many animals? And the butterfly tells her that no, not all the babies look like their mama. See, my babies are caterpillars and they don't look like me. So basic science concept in a very subtle way to little kids. Nothing can be better than that. And then she finds her mama finally. So we listen to its audiobook also. It's all love, all hugging and cuddling, and no bad feelings. All these books are just loved by kids because they introduce all the wild animals, all the scary things in a very loved way. So must have in a library if your kids are a little younger. and hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you. Bye bye.